want our Real Insights audience to know about you?
Just what I want people. I think I don't look like what I've been through, but I do look like what I've been through because I've been through it, and I'm here. And I'm here for a reason. Like I said, went through a domestic violence situation, um, survived some bad drugs, had to go away, and according to them, I'm supposed to be walking around begging for pennies, and I'm not. And so I just want people to know God is able. I'm old as dirt. I've had reinventions, but I still keep grinding. And they say if you don't make money on something, if you don't make a profit in 3 years, it's a hobby. That's what the tax people say. So I have an expensive hobby, but I'm going to keep doing it because I got the toys and I'm going to keep playing with them. So what I'm saying is just keep grinding, because you never know. You just never know what God has in store for you. You just don't know.
Alexandria Queen Williams Johnson. I got the perfect 35th anniversary gift for Mom.
This better be good.
Let's introduce Mom to Bob.
Meet Bob. Will you ever date again? Don't you miss it? Tori. Date whom it is what the good Lord has for me. He'll send it to me.
That's your mama.
Mom, you're on speaker.
I don't give a fat baby's ass. This is how little you think of me, or what your father and I had.
Just calling to check on you. See if you're still mad.
Nothing, and nobody will ever replace your father.
I know, Mom.
I attended AIU for film school, and so the teacher said, just write something unusual. And so I was like, that's like so broad and everything. And so I guess my mind is a little, without saying too much, but I will give you a sneak peek on this. My mind can be a little guttural. So I wrote Meet Bob.
Well, I saw the trailer for it, so I completely understand why you would say something like that. But it seems very relatable. I mean, someone whose family is forcing them to kind of step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah. The premise of Meet Bob, the mother, her husband died 7 years ago, and so she celebrates the anniversary of her husband's. She celebrates their wedding anniversary, not the anniversary of the death. And she's been celibate. And so the kids want her to date. But she's just moving at her own pace. And so they decide to let her meet Bob.
Now, I know you said that this was something that you wrote while you were in school, so your teacher kind of asked you to pull it out of the sky, but is this something that you relate to in any aspect?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I may jump around a little bit.
Feel free.
I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I left a domestic violence situation, so I packed up my kids and I moved to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even sell anything. I just gave everything that I had away. And then my sister, we're 16 years apart, so it's like we sister mom. She came with me. And I also came here with hopes of broadening my business and everything, because by trade I'm a seamstress, and I also make jewelry. I make everything I wear and all of that stuff. And so I was going to come here and make a little name for myself.
Doc, it's been 5 years. 5 long, dry years.
Your life it's not a race. It's not a race. I mean, it's a marathon.
Hey, honey.
How you doing?
I'm good. Come on. Hey. This is cute. I like it. I like you. Hey.
Y'all think she'll be gone long enough?
I don't know, so we better hurry up, huh?
She wouldn't have done this for herself.
So maybe we shouldn't have either. Is she ready for love?
Love? Who said anything about love?
Well, we didn't start the bid. The followers did.
True, they started it.
And we didn't stop them.
How does this work? Can somebody like bid $3,000? Okay. Got it. Done.
3,500.
Oh my god. Okay, bid 4,500.
Done. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I love it.
Girl.
Holy shit. $5,000.
Maybe I should sell a bid.
Celibate. Okay, it's a theme going on. It's a young lady. She's came out of a domestic violence situation, and she had been celibate for 5 years, and she decides she's ready to date, and so her friends, started a website unbeknownst to her, and the website went a little different direction. Okay. And I'll leave it at that. Daughter to daughter, that's kind of like my baby. It's from a feature film that I have, The Line Between Justice and Mercy. But that's like a pet project of mine. It addresses, it goes back in time. And so I couldn't afford to do that, so I shot this scene because I figured I could shoot this scene. And hopefully somebody would be interested in the movie to maybe produce the feature film. But the premise of Daughter to Daughter, a young boy was at school. They were in his history class, and he was going over they're studying the Holocaust. And they found out, the teacher taught them that if they still arrest people from Auschwitz, they still arrest the people that committed crimes during the Holocaust. And so he found out, fast forward to Thanksgiving, the grandmother Tilly introduces the story about how her husband was lynched. And this is based off of a factual story about a lady from church. Her father, she witnessed her father being killed and her mother being raped, and the mother committed suicide. It was an ugly situation, so it was based off of an actual story. This woman, she's dead now. If she was alive, she'd be 120 years old. And the premise of Daughter to Daughter is the daughter of one of the people that was at the lynching went to the daughter of the man that was lynched because justice wants to prosecute the people after he found out that they're still alive. These projects is also like a relaunch because the last 3 projects I did do, and they were pre-COVID. And before that, I have not done any of my projects since, I want to say, since 09, maybe 10, 11. So this was me getting my feet wet in production,
So what brought you back to production?
My stories. My stories, and having the equipment and having the itch, the need to use it. Yeah. And so, like I said, this was a relaunch. It was a relaunch to put my voice out there. And then instead of sitting around waiting for somebody to do it, you know, I did it myself.
And tell me what the funding was like getting that.
It was like a 0 to no budget, but I did to produce all 3 projects altogether. It might have cost me in total maybe about $5,000-6,000, and a lot of that I bought some stock footage for Daughter to Daughter. I retired from the school system, 22 years with Fulton County, and then when retiring, they give you a little package. So with the package, I believe in ownership, and I invested in myself. I said, people not gonna give me money if I'm not gonna do anything for myself. I gotta put my own money where my mouth is. I think I said that right. But I bought 3 cameras. And I got lights, and I got boom. Yeah, I got the stuff.
So what was the road of you getting your team to work with?
Okay, I'll share this. Shooting Daughter to Daughter. And it's ironic that was the first film that got picked up in a film festival. I had my actors in place, and it's just 2 people, and call time was 9 a.m. And so I figured we would really be done by 5. It wasn't going to be a 12-hour day. One person called, oh, I can't make it till 2. I said, word. 2 other people didn't call at all. So I shot Daughter to Daughter by myself, but not really by myself. I drug my 2 granddaughters with me, and they're 11 and 12. And so I realized I have a built-in team. I didn't even know it was like that. And I didn't know that they had like that skill set like that. But I'll be utilizing them for real. My youngest granddaughter, the 11-year-old, she was good with the camera. I'm not saying that it was perfect, but when I explained the composition to her and everything, I said, don't just allow for that much headroom, you know. And then when she's talking, have nose, you know, I broke all that down to her, and she did it.
So is that still your DP?
She's gonna be yes.
Okay.
And my the older granddaughter, she was like the script supervisor. She did like everything else. And I was getting ready to cry. I mean, like, and the actors, they were being gracious. They were like, well, what's going on? They looked and I said, well, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to go ahead and set up stuff because I'm good with lighting and I understand, you know, stuff. And so I started doing everything. Got I put the mics on stands, you know, and everything and all that stuff. And so I'm just getting things ready so when they show up, but nobody showed. Until the 2 o'clock person, at least they had the courtesy to call. And so I'm saying that project was the only project that nobody came. But Celibate, they came through and it was nice. Meet Bob, they came through and it was nice. But that was a heartbreak.
Do you think that changed how you approach working with other people?
No. I'm not, I mean, one monkey don't stop no show. And like I said, God always have a ram in the bush. I don't do things in hopes that things come, but whether you're a Christian or not, the law of retribution, the energy you put out will always come back to you. And so I try to always put good energy out. And like I said, my grandkids, they rose to the occasion, and I almost didn't bring them because they get on my nerves sometimes. They be fighting amongst each other, touching and everything. Granny, I'm hungry. Are you done yet? And all that stuff. I didn't feel like dealing with that. Yeah, but I gave them a talk. I said, y'all gonna be quiet. Y'all not gonna fight. I said, this place, we're on location. I'm borrowing somebody's house. We're not gonna do this. And they're like, okay, Granny. I said, separate. You go on that side, you go on that. I gave them the speech, but they ended up being my crew. And so if you see, and when you see the roll credits, you don't see a whole bunch of other stuff. And I've seen times in the past, I padded stuff, well, Tracy, I need this kind of credit. I need this, I need that. And so I will put credits. It's just them. I said, we having a Tyler Perry moment. It's Tracy Crews, Miracle Campbell, and Mariah Campbell. Bam.
So talk about your film journey. You said you've been in Atlanta for almost 26 years. At what point did you start filming?
To make it a long story short, I'm also a poet, and before Def Poetry Jam, I thought that there should be a spoken word television show. And so I was like calling the networks, y'all should put poetry on TV. Atlanta got some hot spots, the Yin Yang, Mecca, and all of these spots. And they were like, no, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And so I stumbled across People TV, and they said, well, why don't you come and do it? I was like, are you serious? And they said, yeah, come and do it. And so I went and took the classes. This was like May of 2001, and that's how I got started. I took the classes at People TV, a public access television station, and then I just grew from there.
Okay, well, what do you think is the purpose of your filmmaking, or these films in particular?
Well, first it was to bring light to the underground spoken word scene here in Atlanta when I started with Neo Soul or Neo Soul TV. And then I started covering red carpet events, going to the ABFF and other film festivals. And my first ABFF in July of 2001, on the way home, I wrote my first script, Aunt Sally. And I've been going to the ABFF and as many film festivals as I can go to. But in the past, I was covering the red carpets. I've met, like if you go to my channel, you'll see interviews with Monique, Angela Bassett, every black star, Taraji, Kojo, Nicole, everybody. Yeah, but that started it off. And then I started branching into film, and then in 2006 I went to school for filmmaking.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox, and you are watching Neo Soul.
Hi, I'm Elise Neal. I'm on Neo Soul, and now you are on Neo Soul.
What's up, Atlanta? This is Monique, and you're watching Neo Soul with my girl Night. That's Neo Soul right there. Natural hair, Neo Soul. Sir.
It's a kaleidoscope. It's a fabric. It's fabric. It's becoming more of, and it's so much more interesting and exciting that way. What do you think?
Medea's pretty strong. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's a great night because we are affirming the power of the African American.
ATL and Neo Soul, we love you.
Like I said, I love highlighting. I'm not used to being on this side of the camera or being spotlighted. I'm used to being in production, and I love that, but I do love highlighting people. I love making a voice for some people that may not have a voice. That's why I started Neo Soul, bringing the light to the underground.
And that was after the Poetry Jam?
We were supposed to go on air November, just before Deaf Poetry Jam. We were supposed to went live on air November 2001, but the studio had a glitch, and so Deaf Poetry Jam actually aired first. Neo Soul did not hit the air until Valentine's Day, February of 2002. But you know how that go. I know they say great minds think alike. Russell Simmons, he had the wheels moving just like I had the wheels moving, but he had the money and the notoriety, and I was going the public access route. If you go to the archives, every Atlanta-based poet that was on Deaf, Georgia Me, Abyss, Cola Rum, Cocktails, Tommy Bottoms, Just Bonnie. I'm friends with all of them.
Where are these archives? Where can the people see them?
YouTube, Neo Soul TV, but also I have the old ones. Like I have the very first episode of Neo Soul on my page, Tracy J. Crews. It may be Tracy Crews or Tracy J. Crews on YouTube.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the show. If you ain't in the poetry, I think it's time to go. We got a lot of lyricists that you see on the show. Yeah, yeah. Whenever they get finished, you gonna be wanting some more. In a minute. Come over here and peep some of this poetry. Blowing with my lyrics, yeah, that's the meaning of poetry. I really like rhyming, that's your only way of knowing me. Tell your friends and family to come watch some Neo Soul. Ladies and gents, welcome to the show. Neo Soul. If you ain't in the poetry, I think it's time to go. We got a lot of lyricists that you see on the show. Yeah, yeah. Whenever they get finished, you gonna be wanting some more.
Where can everyone see your films?
I still have to be on pause because submitting to various festivals. And so sometime next year, after it makes its rounds in the festivals, then, they'll be available. I'm hoping maybe they can end up on Tubi or Hulu or, somewhere like that too. But then if not, I'll put them on my YouTube and on IG.
And really quick, let's get your accolades. I want to hear about your resume.
Okay, hi. I'm Tracy Crews, originally from Philadelphia, here in the ATL. I am a seamstress, designer seamstress for over 45 years, a poet, a writer, a playwright, screenplay writer, film producer, filmmaker, editor. I love being around creative people. I love creating. I have won a few awards also in film festivals in the past. And I'm hoping to relaunch myself, put myself back out there again, and hope to win some more awards and spill over into my grants so they'll go this route, or at least have a foundation that they don't have to work at McDonald's.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming. If you want to let everybody know your social media and where they can find you.
Oh, Lord, I gotta. You can find, I'll make it simple. Instagram, neo_soul_TV. And on YouTube, youtube.com/NeoSoulTV.
Okay, well, thank you so much for spending time with us and letting us hear your story. on real insights. And if you guys want to click that link, you'll see one of our movie reviews.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.